court.
I think there's more seating.
There is more seating on this court, and that view is to the north. If you think of Melbourne Park as being, well, it's on the north bank of the Yarra, and it goes up to these railway lines. And on the other side of the railway lines is the Melbourne Cricket Ground, the home of the Melbourne Olympics of 1956. These days hosts not just cricket, it's called the cricket ground, but it's football and lots of other sports as well.
Yeah, concerts.
Concerts, yes. I claim to have heard Elton John here a couple of years ago. I didn't have a ticket, it was just so loud you could hear him from miles around.
I actually saw Taylor Swift there back in March, so it's pretty amazing.
And here are the players for the opening match. That is Beatriz Haddad Maia, former world number 10. Both these players have been seeded at this tournament on numerous occasions. There's Yulia Putintseva, former world number 20, but now with a ranking just outside the top 100. Melbourne Park's been in preparation for several weeks, and this is the start of the main draw. We've had the opening week. We had an opening ceremony last night with Roger Federer, Andre Agassi, Ash Barty, Pat Rafter and Leighton Hewitt all playing an exhibition match on the Rod Laver Arena. But there are always one or two little things that aren't quite in the right place. It happens at every event. So let's see what happens in the coin toss.
For us today, we are playing 3 tie-break sets. If it gets the 6 games all in the final set, we play a 10 points tie-break. We have the live electronic system calling all of the lines and the foot faults. I am the one calling the net. We have video review available on this court. It is available for almost all requests after the point, unless it would result in a replay. Alrighty, shot clocks are up on the scoreboard as well. 25 seconds, it starts after I call the score. Okay, any questions? No. Nope. Okay, could you please show both players each side of the coin and tell them what they are?
Australian Open and
Mark Edmondson. Fantastic. Would you like to ask me just what you'd like? Australian Open. Yep, flip it. Good throw. It's Australian Open. You'll serve? Alright. Alright, let's just get together. Daisy, could you please take a photo with them? We're going to face this way first, and then we'll turn around and face the other way, Daisy. No one is thinking. Alright, and let's face the other way.
As the umpire, Quincy Davis, was nicely handled, especially by Haddad Maia, having a little chat to the hotshot, the young Australian player. And if you're wondering why Mark Edmondson is on one side of the court, it's the 50th anniversary of his title here back in 1976. The lowest ever ranked player to win a Grand Slam singles title. So let's have a look at the two players for this match. Yulia Putintseva from Kazakhstan, 31 years old now, born in Moscow, lives these days in Boca Raton in Florida. Has been up to 20. She was ranked 20th a year ago, so her career high ranking was a while back. There's the view from the back of the court to her opponent, the left-handed Beatriz Haddad Maia, 29 years old, from Sao Paulo. Has sort of had two careers really, because she had a hiatus in the middle. She served a 10-month ban for two substances,
3 minutes,
Ostrine and Ligandrol. She was exonerated of any responsibility for it, but still served a 10-month ban, and then ran into the COVID hiatus. There's the conditions. At the moment, 22 Celsius, 72 Fahrenheit, but expected to get up to 28, 29, which is about 84 Fahrenheit. But very little wind, 6-kilometer wind, which is very, very low. Bright sunshine, so plenty of the sunscreen needed. And you see the ball kids in their Legionnaires caps. Long-standing uniform for the ball kids here, and very, very sensible. Okay, so let's have a detailed look at the two players. Starting with Yulia Putintseva, who is at the higher in the draw. That's why her name is on the top slot on the scoreboard. She's 31 years old, from Moscow.
2 minutes.
1.63 m, one of the shortest players on the tour, 5'4". She played in the tournaments in Brisbane and
Ladies
Adelaide.
and gentlemen, this first round match will be the best of 3 tiebreak sets.
She was a lucky loser in Brisbane. Got through to the first round where she won a round.
Yulia Putintseva.
So she's played 6 matches this year, won 3, lost 3, has 3 titles.
To the left of the chair from
Birmingham on the grass in
Beatriz
2024.
Haddad
Budapest 21 on clay, Nuremberg on clay in 2019. She also has 2 doubles titles.
Haddad Maia won the toss and elected to serve.
And having a look at Putintseva's opponent, Beatriz Haddad Maia. She is 29, 1.85 m, which equates to 6'1". It's her first tournament since Seoul in September.
1 minute.
She's been off for 4 months, hasn't played a warm-up tournament. Disappointing 2025, semi-finalist in Strasbourg, round of 16 at the US Open, round of 32 here last year. Her top ranking was 10th back in June in 2023 after reaching the semi-finals of Roland Garros, which is her best Grand Slam performance. It's her 22nd main draw singles in a Grand Slam, and she has plenty of Brazilian support there. Your thoughts on this match, Nicole?
30 seconds.
I guess I'm in a little bit of two minds. Of course, there's the ranking difference, but Beatrice hasn't played any singles matches in 4 months, where her opponent today, Yulia, has played probably 6 matches, a few in Brisbane and then obviously a few in Adelaide. So I'm not sure where this match is really going to go. It's hard. Do you say, well, the person that's had a lot more match practice in tight situation where it matters?
And I suppose that's the beauty of sport, isn't it? We start from 0 with a match, and you wouldn't want to say on the basis of today that one player was better than the other.
No,
just
exactly.
who performs better on the day.
Yeah, and you know, nothing can compare you for like playing matches. Nothing can substitute match practice under match conditions.
We haven't given you the head-to-head. They have played twice before. Haddad Maia won them both.
Do you have tissues?
Yeah, they're in, but they're in this,
Can they put it on my chair?
yeah.
Putintseva wanting tissues. They played at Wimbledon in 2023 when Haddad Maia won 3-6, 6-love, 6-4. And they played earlier that year in Abu Dhabi, where, again, it was 3 sets, 6-4, 6-7, 7-6. So if that's anything to go by, this could be a close one. This is the Australian Open 2026. Opening day, first match on court 6. Haddad Maia to serve.
First set. Beatriz Haddad Maia to serve. Play. Love 15.
No doubt who the home player is.
Yes, quite a few Brazilians reside here in Melbourne.
Fifteen 30.
This is what I was talking about, Chris, when you haven't played a match in a while. It's just the little things that you don't do as well.
And she's probably hit 20 perfect serves in her practice this morning. This is for real, though. That worked.
30-40.
Well, Haddad Maia getting away with that one. She probably just hit it a fraction late, but the off forehand landing just inside that line.
Well, that was a shot she missed on the opening points of this match. Two winners to save the break points. That'll make her feel better.
Well, it's definitely the side that Haddad Maia looks to use. Be aggressive with that forehand.
Advantage. Haddad Maia.
That will be a very, very encouraging opening game for the Brazilian. 2 break points down, 4 points she won, 3 of them with winners. And we know she'll play an aggressive game.
Yeah. guess, and a lot of it too is centred around her getting that good first serve in, and then she'll get the short reply that she's looking for and then really dictate the point from there.
Just under the chair here. You want me to get it for you?
Yeah, please. Just because there is no more. It's here, I can get it.
Well, one big difference between these two players is in height. I'm never quite sure about exact heights, but there's about 22 centimetres difference. Haddad Maia at 6'1" or 1m85. Putintseva 1m63, 5'4".
Yulia Putintseva to serve.
Putintseva, love one.
Fifteen love.
Yeah, Putintseva's getting irritated with the noise. I'm afraid that's just a risk of this court. And she does get irritated by little
I
things.
was just about to say, it doesn't take much to set her off. And that's a shot that Yulia tends to play quite a lot, is the drop shot. So Beatriz Haddad Maia's certainly going to have to be really aware of that shot coming.
This is also a lot of noise coming from a picnic area just behind the stand you can see to the left of the picture. It's not just the courtside bar, there's a big area where people can sit in deck chairs and watch as a screen, and I think it's that sound that's bleeding onto the court.
If they're trying to purposely distract you, then I'll say something and step in. But I say something to these guys, the next group comes, exact same problem.
Quincy Davies saying that if someone's deliberately trying to impede her, then he will say something. But I think he's right. If he starts picking individual fights, he'll be doing that all day.
Yeah.
40-15.
I think this early in the match, Yulia's just going to have to accept that this is what's going on and just try and block it out as much as she can.
And she doesn't need to get into these kind of things unless she feels she does, to just get her juices flowing. But basically, she's playing well.
Yeah.
And she's playing with variety. A couple of drop shots, a couple of slices.
She would have known that she was on court 6, and she would have known that this is the environment that's out there.
Yeah.
This is not the first year. Last year, the same was happening. So it's just really, you've got to get yourself into a terrific mindset.
Haddad Maia, 1-1 first set.
15 love.
Haddad Maia is just going to have this, be prepared to be a little bit patient too and pick her choices of when she actually goes for a point, like that shortish ball around the service line. That's when I feel like she needs to unload and take a risk.
Love.
Haddad Maia taking the ball early. As an example of making use of the short ball. Sound of the trains rumbling by. That'll be part of the sound backdrop to this match.
Let's first up.
There's about 10 lines just behind this court, and regular trains going into Flinders Street Station and coming out of Flinders Street Station.
And the trams.
And the trams,
well.
yes. Yeah. That's the tram tracks.
Oh God, look at the people streaming in.
Terrific point. Great defending by Putintseva.
Yeah, Putintseva just looked like she was just willing to stay in the rally there, or whatever it takes to hopefully that Haddad Maia would miss. But great ball striking here from Haddad Maia, stepping well into the court. And the end result was a terrific cross-court backhand.
An unwitting drop shot from Putintseva. Miss-hit return to serve.
Well, it's not a bad play from Julia. Obviously, Haddad Maia moves better laterally across the court than moving forward, just simply because of how tall she is.
Advantage. Putintseva.
Third break point of the match for Putintseva. First of this game. Clever use of the court by Haddad Maia.
And it had to be a good shot because she was exposed, leaving that backhand side of the court for Yulia.
We talk about having to keep
Yeah.
the ball deep, but
Yeah.
actually there are moments when you don't want it deep.
No.
Advantage. Putintseva.
Missed opportunity for Haddad Maia because that return of serve dropped very short. Another break point.
Deuce.
I feel like, too, when you haven't played in a while, the serve is one of the first sort of, I guess, shots that kind of goes because you get nervous starting the point off. Your ground strokes, you're moving and all of that, but starting your point off with your serve just sometimes gets a little bit wobbly.
Well, she got the first serve in then.
And sometimes you just need to take your pace off your first serve and just feel like you've not just get it in, but don't put pressure on yourself to be always hitting second serves.
Let's. First serve.
Another very good hold for Beatriz Haddad Maia, and she leads 2-1 in the opening set. Number of Brazilian fans out here in the traditional yellow and blue, which we know from the football team. I wonder whether that's why Beatrice is wearing the yellow.
Time.
Haddad Maia's just asked the umpire to call for something. I don't think it's the trainer.
No.
The winner of this match will play either Elsa Giacomo or Marta Kostyuk. Kostyuk's the 20th seed in the second round. And they're in the section of the draw which could mean that one of them meets Jasmine Paolini in the 4th round. But a lot of tennis to be played before then. Putintseva at 1-2. Such a clever shot from Putintseva.
15 love.
Well, a nice bit of variety there from Haddad Maia.
Let's second serve.
I'd actually like to see Haddad Maia stand in a little bit on Putintseva's second serve, just to maybe will a double fault or just show a little bit of, I'm ready to have a good crack at hitting this ball.
Fifth in all. Of 15.
Well, she's getting the crowd going and really making use of these short balls.
30 all.
Well, Haddad Maia quite a safe, aggressive shot, I would say, hitting the return there, and that kind of sets up the scene for the whole point for her.
Forty, 30.
And that's a clever serve from Putintseva. The slider out wide to the two-handed backhand in the deuce court.
Yeah, my Putintseva. 2 games all.
It's a canny match, this, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like you're just waiting for someone to crack a little bit.
Well, I suspect that Putintseva is happy playing from the baseline and thinking, right, go on then, go for your shots.
Yeah.
Let's see if you make them on the really big points.
She's been quite patient, Putintseva, at the moment. Just willing for Haddad Maia to take the lead and be a little bit more aggressive.
Haddad Maia, 2 games all, first set.
Fifth in love.
She's got such a good game for fast courts. I'm always a bit surprised that her best Grand Slam result was on clay.
Yeah, exactly.
The red clay slows up her,
Yep.
her biggest weapons.
I wouldn't say, though, her serve is huge for someone of her height. She doesn't get
50.
really a lot of free points off her first serve. So I feel like that's... And sometimes I think that she's a little bit predictable. She likes the off forehand all the time. And she proves me wrong by getting a good first serve in.
Well,
that's,
but that was the body serve,
Yeah,
which she hasn't really
exactly.
used up to now.
$40-15.
it's a tough shot coming here. The drive volley from Haddad Maia. Excellent that she was moving forward. Could have easily let that one bounce if she wanted to, but she's in that aggressive mindset at the moment.
Well, that's her most comfortable service game yet.
Haddad Maia leads 3-2.
So 3-2 in the opening set on serve. Yes, that's what she's known as, Bia.
Time.
The city business district, central business district. That's what they call downtown or city centre here, the CBD. That's grown massively over the last 30 years. Lots of high-rise buildings. As Melbourne has grown to population, what, 5 million at the moment?
Probably.
Something about
yeah.
that, isn't it? Yeah. Putintseva, 2-3, first set.
Love 15.
Well, Putintseva definitely directing a lot more of her serves to the backhand side. Haddad Maia.
At what stage does that become too predictable?
30,
Well,
50.
it's predictable, but then maybe Haddad Maia needs to change her stance in the court a little bit, maybe just slice something back instead of going over it the whole time. But if it's working, she'll probably keep doing it. Well,
30 all.
that's really what that second serve deserved.
It is a weakness for Putintseva.
Yeah.
Her first serve is not big, but
No.
she places it well.
Yeah.
2-3, 30 all. Well, the Brazilian has saved 4 break points so far. Now she has the first of her own.
Deuce. Advantage. Putintseva.
Well, there's the change of position that you were calling for, Nicole.
Yeah. Oh, but she's doing it fine on the backhand side, but on the forehand side, it's getting very predictable with Putintseva serving out to the backhand of Haddad Maia, and she's just not really adjusting to that at the moment. And see, that's, here we go. That's an unusual miss from Putintseva when she's been actually very good so far throughout this match, being quite consistent, reliable.
There's the first break of serve.
Haddad Maia lead, 4 games to 2.
And do you get the feeling that Putintseva is reaching boiling point? The lid is wobbling.
I think so. Sometimes it's quite predictable, but it's never a break until you've actually held your own service game. So it'll be interesting to see. The first point's a must. chance for Haddad Maia just to really, I guess, tighten the screws.
Haddad Maia, 4-2, first set. It's a must. She serves a double fault. Maybe that's just... We talk about match toughness, don't we? And she hasn't played for 4 months in a competitive match. She'll have had practice matches, but they're not the same.
I guess it's just an unusual time to serve a double fault when you've just broken and things are going your way.
Love first. Fifteen, 13.
Body serve is working well for Haddad Maia.
Fault. Putintseva.
Well, that was a poor game from Haddad Maia. Putintseva breaking straight back. And we're back on serve.
4 games to 3.
4-3 in the opening set.
I'll check again. I'll check again.
Time.
It's warming up nicely. Very pleasant day. Sunday lunchtime in Melbourne. Putintseva with the new balls, serving at 3-4, first set.
Love. All.
You certainly get an extra bit of zip when you're serving with the new ball, and if you connect well, the return, as we saw there, I think it skidded off the line a little bit.
Yes, on this green set hard court, the balls do fluff up a fair bit.
Yeah, they do.
So there's a big difference between the last couple of games of the balls and the first game or two of the new balls.
All of a sudden, the rallies are quite quick.
Well, she waited and she got a reward. Big forehand from the Brazilian. And that one wasn't so short.
Yeah, and I feel like Maia at the moment is just content of getting her backhand back into the court, and then she's just certainly waiting for the opportunity that she can run around and really dictate with that forehand.
And the first 5 games all went with the serve. A few break points in there. The last 3 have all gone against. So here is Haddad Maia serving for the first set at 5-3.
Love 15.
Well, the double fault at the other end could be blamed on her looking straight into the sun. That one can't. At the railway track's end, you've got the sun behind you.
love 30.
This is a replica of the last service game from Haddad Maia.
She'll be irritated with herself, Putintseva. She read that well.
15,
she had the line
30.
open. The body serve again.
Yeah. She obviously had a word to her coach when she went to just use the towel there at 15:30, on whether he said, yeah, body serve. I'd almost go there again.
We have a hotline to her coach. Hotline to her.
I could see that coming. That wasn't a bad shot there from Yulia. I thought it was the time to play the drop shot. It just wasn't executed.
40-30.
Just checking with the umpire whether he's going to give her a code violation. I suspect he's just looking at her to say, don't do that again. Throwing her racket into the back fence. It's now set point for Beatriz Haddad Maia.
First set.
Fascinating set, which Haddad Maia takes by 6 games to 3.
6 games to 3.
So here are the numbers from the first set. I mean, to me, it's the break points won. 8 created, only 3 converted. Much better conversion rate for the Brazilian.
Yeah, and I guess the second serve points as well, 60% for Haddad Maia, and just the 27 there for Putintseva.
I wonder to what extent the lack of match practice on both sides makes a difference. I mean, we know that Putintseva has played 6 matches this year, so she's had some practice, but when you get to the sharp end of sets, that's when there's extra pressure on these ground strokes.
Oh, absolutely, and you know, this match had Maia, obviously you were saying, that hasn't played in 4 months. Sometimes I guess you don't forget, but it's harder to close matches out.
Second set.
But I feel like she's certainly going to have the opportunities to be able to close this match out against Yulia Putintseva.
15 love.
Well, this is the real first backhand winner from Haddad Maia. Most of the winners have come from the forehand side. Tough shot this. You're going over the highest part of the net to the shortest part of the court.
$30-15. $40-15. $40-30. Game of Putintseva.
That was the game that Putintseva
First
needed.
game, the second set.
Seems to be happy with that looping forehand.
Yeah, just changing the pace up there, trying to throw Haddad Maia off there.
Во время розыгрыша твоего подошла. Давай.
Haddad Maia, love 1, second set.
Love 15.
And such a simple play. If she gets it right.
15.
Yep. And it doesn't have to be the powerful first serve. It's more of where it lands in the service box. Really looking for that short reply.
Just too long.
$15, 30.
Absorbing rally.
Yeah.
Haddad Maia throwing in a slice in the middle of that one. Just taking the pace off the ball. But I wonder whether Putintseva has decided that she has the better staying power in these long rallies. 15-30.
$15, 40.
The two previous matches that these two have played both went to 3 sets, so you wouldn't be surprised if this goes the distance. Break points early in the second for Putintseva. An into-out forehand is breaking down for Haddad Maia. Couple of errors there.
Putintseva leads 2 games to love.
Putintseva 2-love.
Thank you, just in the front row, thank you. Yep.
I think you just have to treat these matches as like a club match. There will always be people walking at the back of the court. There'll always be someone shouting to their friends. Unless she's doing this as part of just keeping her own focus.
Love 15.
Every player needs something different, don't they?
And this is the process that she goes through every single match.
Yes. And she's had a good career out of it. Clever shot. There will have been people who've said to Yulia Putintseva, you're too short, you're too small to be able to match it in this very power-driven era. And through her feistiness, she's done incredibly well. And therefore, perhaps we just need to accept that she will pick a fight with 1 or 2 elements that are not strictly part of tennis.
$15, 30.
And it's not easy playing someone like that as well, because you've got to try and keep your concentration up yourself, and you know that when she starts, I guess, carrying on like the way she does, you feel like this is your opportunity.
Let's first serve.
But then she can have a moment, and then the next she can turn around and hit a great shot and be back on track again. So it's this roller coaster ride that you go with her.
And Haddad Maia will know that.
Yeah.
And therefore will know how to react.
$30. 13-40. Thank you. We're ready to serve. Thank you.
Once again, Putintseva loses
2 games to 1.
Loses her serve immediately after breaking. We're back on serve. 2-1 Putintseva in the second set.
Time.
There's a fair bit of movement in the crowd, but it was the first time at the end of that previous game that umpire Quincy Davis actually called for the crowd to calm down. Said the players were ready. And then after dropping her serve, Putintseva throwing a racket down. She must be very, very close to getting a code violation. That's Quincy Davis. Haddad Maia, 1-2, second set. I thought Haddad Maia had wasted her opportunity there.
That's exactly right. I thought she could have kept moving forward and hit a backhand drive volley there.
I thought she could also have hit a drop shot.
Yeah.
Because Putintseva was well out of court. But I don't think we've seen a drop shot yet from the Brazilian, have we?
No, haven't seen one.
Love.
Not a lot of first serves in from Haddad Maia. Really having to work hard to win these service games. We're both wrong.
Well, it's the first one, isn't it?
Well, first serve in and drop shot.
Yeah, exactly.
And perfect positioning for Haddad Maia to play the drop shot.
Oh. Well, she's done pretty well on the drive volley, swing volley. But that one was a good meter beyond the baseline.
It didn't actually need to be that deep. It just needed to be halfway between the baseline and the service line.
Yeah, Haddad Maia.
That was one of her best games for a while.
I think it's the first ace that she's hit, actually.
2 games all.
You may be getting a bit of sound bleed from other courts. That's just the nature of the very busy opening day of the Australian Open 2026. Putintseva at 2-all. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Haddad Maia did so well to run that one down.
15 love.
Yes, it caught the line.
15 all. Fifteen, 30.
Yes. That's twice she's painted that line in this game.
15, 40.
And these aren't just 2 break points, they're points for a 3rd successive game for Beatriz Haddad Maia. Well played.
30, 40.
Two good first serves from Putintseva. I'll give her one big bit of credit, and that's that she gets on with the game. She's straight ready for the next point. Yes.
That's a tough shot there from Haddad Maia.
Advantage. Haddad Maia.
Not a lot of room to work with. Brings up breakpoint opportunity.
pressure suddenly turned again. Haddad Maia leading 3-2. Second set.
Haddad Maia leads 3 games to 2. Time.
Well, the umpire has called time. They don't tend to turn the shot clock on until the players have reached the baseline, which means that there is often a long gap, and that the time between the end of one game and the start of the next can often be 2 minutes. That's why I praise Putintseva for just getting on with the points within a game.
Yeah, that doesn't, the shot clock really doesn't affect her at all.
No, and good for her. Tennis is supposed to be continuous. Haddad Maia, 3-2. Would you say that perhaps Haddad Maia should be playing the one-hander there?
I was just thinking the exact same thing. It's too far below the net to be able to try and get topspin there. She's got two choices in that, is just to slice it slow back deep, or she just does a little drop shot straight in front of her. They're probably the two shots that she should think of when it's on the backhand side. And generally, if you're running to the net there, you're kind of changing your grip to your continental grip anyway, to be ready if you do get a volley.
Love 30.
There you go. Exactly that.
15-30.
Well, this is really the safest option for Haddad Maia. If she would have gone cross-court, then it would have exposed the whole line there for Putintseva.
Also, when players play drop shots, they generally follow them into the net.
Yeah.
Putintseva hasn't been doing too much of that.
No.
So she is vulnerable to the drop shot, answering the drop shot. That's wild.
She's definitely really a little bit nervy on this second serve.
Is the first serve big enough for her to keep going for the big ones?
Yeah,
or would she be better off just taking the pace off and getting a 70-75% first serves in?
I would kind of do that when I haven't played a match for 4 months, just to get the confidence going.
2 break points. Well, she got away with it in the end. But after the first drive volley, she went back rather than
30,
forwards.
40.
And then on the second one, she pushed that one tentatively. In the end, it worked.
And in an instance like this, another break point down for Haddad Maia, I would serve my best serve. Serve that I feel comfortable serving, regardless of who you're playing.
Still break point. It's wide.
Game Putintseva. Three games all.
Not an easy job. Putintseva 3-all, second set. Oh yes. Lovely change of direction.
Well, we see
Love 15.
Putintseva was sort of heading towards the backhand side of the court, because mainly that's where a lot of Haddad Maia's forehands are going cross.
Love 30.
That worked nicely. That ball sat up off the net cord.
15 and 30.
Normally a player would thump it into one of the corners. Drop shot's working well for Putintseva. They used every square metre of the court in that. 8-stroke rally.
30 all.
was a nice backhand, took it early.
Forty, 30. Game of Putintseva.
And that's Putintseva's first
New ball,
ace.
please.
Only the second ace of the match.
Putintseva leads 4 games to 3.
Putintseva leading 4-3, second set.
Time.
You can see the floodlights of the Melbourne Cricket Ground at the right of your picture, just above the courtside bar. Cricket ground that can hold just under 100,000 people. So Haddad Maia serving with the new balls for a 3-4 second set.
Love. $50. $30-15.
Tremendous use of the court.
40-15.
It's just that extra bit of topspin that Maia got on that forehand. Once it hits the court, it just keeps going.
One of her most impressive games.
Yeah.
4 games all.
The service games that Haddad Maia seems to be a little bit wobbly on are the ones when it's even or she's serving for the set. It's not so much when she's down playing catch up.
Well, we're getting to the sharp end of the second set. 8 games played, 4 with the serve, 4 against the serve. All square, Putintseva at 4-all.
Love 15.
And sometimes you just have to get the ball back in play, that's all.
That's an error I wouldn't have expected from her.
Yeah.
Oh.
15 all.
I think she just slipped. Taking her time is Haddad Maia.
$30-15. $40-15.
Yes, you wonder whether that's too much aggression.
Yeah, it's not a percentage shot to try and play. It's either cross court or through the middle at this stage of the set.
Game, Putintseva.
Well, Putintseva holds for 5-4. Just wanders around that side of the net to have a word with their coach. Haddad Maia will serve to stay in the set at 4-5. Well, when they used to play the Australian Open at the Kooyong Club, that's right by the Monash Highway, and every time that the trucks went past, they tended to honk.
But they did have the railway line there as well.
They did, that's right, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the level crossing was always ringing out when the road was closed.
Ding, 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 yeah.
Yeah. So the Australian Open has a history of courtside noise. But that was a rail freight train driver that clearly wanted to make his mark.
Time.
A bit of pressure on the service game for Beatriz Haddad Maia, serving to stay in the second set. 4-5. good forcing play.
Well, there haven't been a lot of games on Haddad Maia where she's actually won the first point of her service game. It's always been catch-up the whole time.
Again, she makes it look so simple, but that's a harder
it is. It's a hard one.
Much harder than it looks. She fell off that one.
What happens on that serve is just the racket head speed just really slows down. She must keep accelerating through the ball.
She follows up with an excellent serve.
40-15.
I wonder whether Putintseva will anticipate the serve out wide to her backhand. Because the last 2 points, the 2 points in this game where Haddad Maia has served to the back, to the ad court, they've gone wide to the backhand to open up the court. Does Haddad Maia go down the tee? She was going down the tee.
Second
She
serve.
just caught the line as well. I mean, all players get nerves, Nicole, when it comes to second serves on big points, but would she have been better just going for a bigger serve then, just to keep the rhythm going?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same, it's just so slow, the racket head speed on this second serve. So, I mean, her coaching staff's willing her on. Just, yeah, good three-quarter pace serve just to take the pressure off a little bit. Well,
she got herself into a terrible mess then.
Advantage, Putintseva.
she really lost her way in the court there, Haddad Maia.
Now she has a set point against her. 40-15. Haddad Maia led in this game, and now it's Putintseva with a chance to level this match at 1 set all.
I mean, that's just, oh, that's heartbreak stuff.
Cheers. Advantage, Haddad Maia.
Well, they can understand the frustration, but how many more times can she do this and not get a warning? I mean, to do it once or twice, fine, you put that down to just the emotion of the game, but... And I'm all for umpires not intervening when they don't have to, but there are rules about respecting your equipment. Meanwhile, another second serve. And I wonder, Nicole, whether the problems that Haddad Maia is having on the second serve are starting to affect some of her ground strokes.
Oh, yeah, it does. It's one small thing can then affect everything. Your movement, your thinking of where you need to hit the ball.
Yeah, that was a soft forehand from her after getting the second serve in.
Advantage.
Well, both players, I feel, are quite tired at the moment.
Haddad Maia.
I suspect they'd have both looked at the draw and thought, I've got a winnable match here. And they both need wins. Both have had much higher rankings than they have now. Well, she got the first serve in, but it was a terrific reply from Putintseva.
Well, I feel Haddad Maia's just completely forgotten about the body serve.
Yeah, which did so well for her in the first set. Well, by going for the two-hander, she left an awful gap, which Putintseva found easily.
Advantage. Putintseva.
That's why you don't hit it cross court.
Go down the line with either the slice or the drop shot.
Yeah. Another set point here. Well, this is now a 10-minute game, and it's of massive importance. Either it will lead to a third set, or it could break Putintseva's resistance.
Advantage, Haddad Maia.
Well, most of the time, Haddad Maia plays with great shape. And when I mean shape, she gets good clearance over the net. And that was a terrific point from Haddad Maia. Just kept on going cross, and once again, she pulled the trigger on the ball that with that off forehand that she feels that she can certainly hit a great shot.
Ooh.
Deuce.
I feel like sometimes Haddad Maia, when she gets a good first serving, that the return's not going to come back.
That's the wishful thinking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, it's absorbing stuff.
Advantage, Haddad
Once
Maia.
again, a tough shot here for Haddad Maia.
Oh, she was serving and volleying then. It's the first time we've seen her race in behind her serve. She missed the serve, so no need to play the volley. Oh, and then she did it on the second serve. Well, where's that been all day?
Five games all.
Well, having missed the first serve, I thought that wouldn't happen on the second, but
The element of surprise.
exactly. Well, she hit a decent serve.
And it wasn't a bad return, but technically the volley was excellent.
How crucial a game could that prove to be? Putintseva at 5-all. Putintseva's complaining that the crowd were cheering before the ball had bounced twice, which they were, but I don't think it made a difference.
They start screaming before I arrive. The crowd is? Yes. Well, you have to say so.
I think she's right on that one,
Yeah.
but I don't think it affected the play.
No.
And I don't think that the umpire can intervene there. It's when if someone shouts out when the ball's in, you've got to carry on. You can't play to the crowd.
So this one I didn't hear. If it happens again, I will say something.
Well, he said that he didn't, he wasn't aware of it. I have to say I noticed it, but
Well, there's a couple of things that I feel like the umpire should have nipped in the butt a little bit earlier, with Putintseva throwing the racket, and now sometimes you just got to take the initiative.
Yes, umpiring is difficult because, especially now that so much of it is electronic,
Yeah.
the main role is really crowd control
Yeah,
these days,
yeah.
calling the score. And you've got to be able to, often an umpire will find and will look for the ringleader and make eye contact just in the hope of managing the crowd. There may not be one here. Oh, well played. Hit that flatter than most of her forehands.
Yeah. I'd still like Haddad Maia, if she does get a look at her second serve, to move around a little bit more. She's just staying still. She's not catching Putintseva's eye at all, where she might try and do a double fault.
$40, 30. Two.
She made it? No, she missed it.
Advantage, Putintseva.
Since we've lost the line umpires, you don't necessarily see straight away.
And once again, just where the game is just go cross again.
Game of Putintseva.
That's a good game for Putintseva. Maybe a little lucky on the deuce point, but good serve. And she holds for 6-5, second set.
Time.
It's an important game for Putintseva to hold serve, especially after that marathon 10th game of the set. Well, when they played in Abu Dhabi in 2023, it was 6-4, 6-7, 7-6 to Haddad Maia, so not impossible that we have a similar score here. We're still in the second set. Haddad Maia serving for the second time to stay in it. 5-6.
Thank you.
That was ambitious.
15 love.
I guess percentage tennis has gone out the window.
Well, again, look at where they're both ranked.
Yeah.
And where they have been ranked. They are both short of confidence.
Thank you. Just in the front row, thank you. Just the soonest available seat, thank you. Yep.
And they both need wins, and that's why there is so much at stake here.
Love. Thirty 15.
Seven double faults now for Beatriz Haddad Maia. The first serve percentage is only just above 50, which means it's getting only 1 in every 2 first serves in, and that means the second serve is exposed.
Yeah.
Was a great backhand from Putintseva, but Haddad Maia did not reach for that volley.
30 40.
Oh, she was a little slow closing in after this drive volley.
Which meant that there was a greater angle for Putintseva to play with. So a third set point, the first in this game.
Deuce.
It's just too long.
Putintseva.
And there's a drop shot off a return of serve. You don't see that many times these days. Set point number 4.
Game and
That's a
second
great
set.
return.
Putintseva.
Well, we shouldn't be surprised that it's going to a third
7
set.
games to 5. 1 settle.
But that was a terrific return of serve from Putintseva. And we're all square. 1 apiece. Let's take a look at the second set numbers.
Well, there weren't many aces, just 1 apiece. And Yulia Putintseva's first serve percentage a little bit higher than
I think that's the big
Maia.
difference, isn't it? 49 to 64. It's the 49 that actually jumps out at me.
Yeah. And then the 38% of second serves won for Haddad Maia.
Yes.
And then the double faults, obviously. Nearly a whole game of double faults.
There's the concourse, the east side of Rod Laver Arena. Looking out towards the, well, see the Olympic swimming pool in the distance from 1956. This is looking westwards towards the city. Both players having left the court.
Elias, could you take this racket, please?
Who to?
It's just for the stringers. I'm going to call them. They're going to collect it from you. Okay. If they ask you as well, she wants a tension of 48.
48.
Well, that's Haddad Maia's racket. She wants a tension of 48. That's pounds. That's quite slack, isn't it? And the slacker the racket, the greater the power you get, but the less control.
And generally, when the conditions are a little warmer, they go a little higher in tension, and when it's cooler, they go a little bit lower.
So I wonder if 48 pounds is in fact high for her, in which case she will use it very, very loosely strung. Courtside bar looks pretty full. Absorbed by this match. They are in the shade, those spectators. They can be far more relaxed about the headwear and the sunscreen. Whereas they are in direct sunlight. And the sun is right above. Have a look at the shadows of the players when they return to court. You'll see just how directly above Melbourne Park the sun is. Yeah, Putintseva moving her chair because of the sun.
Well, she won't be able to move it too far forward because he's starting to get onto the court.
Yeah, they could move the parasol back as well.
Yeah. I haven't heard that word for a while.
No, I was just
going to say umbrella.
as I used it. Well, I think of umbrella as against the rain and parasol against the sun. The shade, perhaps I should say.
It still sounded very nice.
Yeah, that's a good point. You don't hear the word very often, do you?
I left it with the matches. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's a tension of 48 if you get that. Yep. Have you called it through? Yeah.
Yes, on the bigger courts, the shades come up. They go down when the players are on court. They come up when they're out. These are permanent, albeit movable.
Time.
Can you show it, please? Thank you. Can I have another towel? Yep. Where's?
Beautiful blue sky over Melbourne, southeastern corner of Australia.
Final set. Putintseva to serve. Fifteen love. Fifteen all.
Nice angle.
15-30. Wait, please, wait, please. Thirty all. 40-30.
That second serve has looked vulnerable throughout the entire match.
Well, it's sometimes tough because she has to generate her own pace because it's not a hard, flat serve. And so therefore she's got to get extra racket head speed, Haddad Maia, just to get top spin on it.
Well played.
Advantage. Putintseva.
Steering the ball nicely. Second point for One Love.
Out game, Putintseva. First game, final set.
Will she have different sort of minerals, electrolytes in the drink that she has now compared to in the first set?
I think they're the same. I mean, they obviously take a sip of hydrolytes and things like that, and then they'll take a sip of water. Because obviously, you know, this match started at 11 o'clock Melbourne time,
Yeah,
so
it's third
around
hour.
lunchtime,
Yeah.
they've been. And you got to be careful you don't kind of eat too much, because then when you're running around, you don't want it jumping around in your stomach and feeling not so good.
Haddad Maia, Love 1, final set.
$15 love.
As Haddad Maia following her drop shot into the net.
30 love.
Because there wasn't a lot Putintseva could do.
I think it's really only the second drop shot that Haddad Maia's done.
It's one of very few, yeah. Yeah.
No, it's not something you want to do too often, though.
No, indeed. Especially on a hard court where
Yeah.
the ball bounces up so high.
$40
I feel like the match is on Haddad Maia's racket. She's, you know, Putintseva's just, you know, she's just getting the ball back. She's doing her thing. She's drop shotting occasionally. But I feel Haddad Maia's got the firepower and the expertise that she should be winning this match.
I suspect Haddad Maia thought that was going to drop wide. Just caught the outside of the line.
40-15.
Probably won't be important. The drop shot being used rather a lot at the moment by Putintseva, and it's working for her.
40-30.
And it's always to the backhand of Haddad Maia. Well, Putintseva left the gap.
One game more.
What's interesting, Nicole, is that I feel that Putintseva is actually varying her game more and more now.
Yeah.
She's throwing in more slices, she's using the drop shot more. And she's a very clever player.
Yeah, well, she tries to unsettle her opponent.
Indeed. Putintseva 1-all, final set.
Love 15. Love 30.
Oh, it's long.
It's the second time that that floater from Haddad Maia has caused an error from Putintseva.
Love 40.
Well,
she tried it again in that point, but she didn't get the depth. Oh, that's loose.
30-40.
2 break points have come and gone. Here's a third. Well, we've had enough breaks in this match for us not to assume that this is conclusive. But it's a big break at the start of the third set. 2-1, Haddad Maia leads, final set.
game.
Time.
Putintseva is listed as not having a coach, so I confess I don't know who the gentleman is with the white shirt. Right. Can Haddad Maia consolidate the break? Breaks have tended to come in clusters. Two-one, final set. Again, a rare drop shot from Haddad Maia, but that was well timed.
50 love. Ladies and gentlemen, just behind the court, could we stop waving the flag during the point? Thank you.
They're quite a long way up. I'm not sure how much it's in a line of vision. I mean, Nicole, you'll have played on courts where you had two line umpires, and the centre line umpire, after the serve, would have scuttled across.
Yeah.
Surely that is far more in your line of vision than anybody sort of 3-4 metres above court level.
It's just what you get used to, I guess, isn't it? Or what bothered you?
Yeah, I mean, some clubs, they have a rule, don't walk behind a court when the ball's in play. Others, happens all the time. That's a nice drop shot.
15.
I think they're all taking shelter under that gum tree back there. Beautiful, beautiful big gum tree.
Exactly. They drop a lot of leaves, though.
They do, yes. That's been her standard play, especially the advantage court. Serve out wide to the two-hander, and then hit the forehand into the open court.
Once again, I'd like to see a body serve. I just feel like they're too much is either gone to the forehand or the backhand. It's not so much variety happening.
Well, you got your body serve.
30-40.
I just don't think a drop shot against Yulia is the best thing to do. She's just too quick.
or it's got to be very rare.
Yeah. And when she gets to the ball, because she does get up there so quickly, she's got more options.
Point to break back for 2-all. Well, she took all the pace off the first serve just to get it out wide.
Juice.
And it worked.
Let's first serve. Margaret, Haddad Maia. New balls, please.
Really good defence by Putintseva. Now when it came to finishing the point, that forehand was wild.
Haddad Maia leads 3-1.
And she's the one who's had more matches recently.
Yeah. That forehand really didn't need to be that close down the line.
Well, with the new balls imminent, Putintseva has changed her racket. I think they are new now. Normally a player doesn't change their racket when they're about to serve, but there's no reason why you can't. Putintseva 1-3, final set.
15 love. Dirty love.
If you want to show your opponent you're still in business, this is the way to do it.
Exactly, it's just going far too quickly.
Game of Putintseva.
Easy game tennis, isn't it?
Haddad Maia leads 3-2.
Putintseva holds to love, but it's still Haddad Maia with the break of serve. 3-2, final set.
Need anything while I'm here?
Time.
Haddad Maia still with the advantage of the break of serve, but it does feel a bit fragile.
Yeah. It's still anyone's match, I feel.
Absolutely. 3-2, final set.
Love.
I was going to ask you, where would you serve if you were Haddad Maia in the deuce court? Because you obviously like the body serve, and that's fine, but you can't do that every time.
No, but Putinetseva's not hitting winners off the serve, either the forehand or the backhand side. Once again, I'd almost serve my best serve where I like to serve.
That's a good point.
Because she's not getting Haddad Maia a high percentage of first serves in at all.
All.
No, her match percentage is 55, but yeah, in fact, it's exactly 55 out of 100.
Yeah. Well, I'd say that the serving is not what's keeping them in the match.
No. That's a really good point by Putintseva. Ran her opponent backwards and forwards, excellent depth.
15-30.
Controlling traffic from just inside her baseline.
I feel like the breeze has picked up a little bit, and Haddad Maia's footwork is just a little bit slow and not adjusting as well as what she should be doing. A couple of break points here for Putintseva.
And there's the break back.
3 games all.
And at this stage, I feel that those 6 matches that Putintseva's had this year, and Haddad Maia's had nothing for 4 months, is starting to make a difference.
Yeah. Just mentally, you hang in to points without consciously doing it. You just know what you've got to do, where Haddad might probably be thinking a lot more.
Putintseva 3-all, final set. Oh, look at that.
Love 15.
If she could make that a staple of her game, she could get back into the top 10 again.
Love 13.
Two tremendous backhands.
Fifteen, 13. All.
One set all, 3 all, 30 all.
She plays 2 great
40,
points,
30.
Haddad Maia, and then 3 not so great points.
Juice. Advantage, Putintseva.
Well, the roar says it all.
Juice.
She needs to get the crowd back into it.
Yeah, she's really willing herself.
If she hits one of those now, I think the crowd will be right back into it. Oh, good volley.
Advantage, Haddad Maia.
It's a shame she probably doesn't come in a little bit
I was
more,
just gonna
Haddad Maia,
say.
because she actually knows where to move to when she does come in. And technically, she's got very good volleys.
Juice.
I was going to say that she's hasn't used the volleys very much today, but when she has used them, they've been very effective.
I mean, it's not as though she plays a lot of doubles, but she doesn't try and do too much with the ball when she comes to the net.
Well played. Good drop shot and was ready for the ball up the line.
Putintseva.
Oh, missed it.
Putintseva.
And Putintseva holds for 4-3. 4-3 in the final set.
Putintseva leads 4 games to 3.
This match is now 2 hours and 42 minutes old. And still could go either way.
Time.
Well, a lot of pressure on this service game. Maia led 3-1. Brazilian serving now at 3-4, final set.
Love.
I still feel that Putintseva is hypercharged at the moment.
Yeah.
And in a way, she's won the last 3 games. She's going well at the moment. Yeah, you get the feeling she could blow up at any minute.
30 love.
That was loose, because that wasn't the best serve out wide to her backhand. Well, that was a great shot by Putintseva to drop the ball at her opponent's feet.
Well, she didn't try for an outright winner. She just wanted Haddad Maia just to be able to volley up.
A very good point by Putintseva. Excellent defense. And then put the pressure on Haddad Maia.
Well, the good cross-court forehand that went deep to Haddad Maia's backhand during that rally was actually the setup for the point for Putintseva. Just gave her time to get back into the middle of the court and reset again.
Haddad Maia took some pace off that first serve to get it in, and then made the error on the forehand.
40.
Break point. And a point for a fourth successive game.
Putintseva.
Excellent defending by Putintseva. And yes, Haddad Maia will be frustrated with the errors she's making.
And not a lot of great choices in where she's directing the ball. That was a really tough shot there to hit from so far out of court, to hit an off forehand. Just a loopy ball high back. Start the point again.
This one. Oh no, the next one.
Yeah, this one here. It's coach is probably a little relieved too.
So it's Putintseva serving for the match. I'm still worried about crowd noise. See, everybody needs different things when you're out there. You know your own character, but you just won 4 games on the run. You're about to serve for the match. Surely keep the focus. I couldn't pick up what he was asking for. Five-3, final set.
Love.
And you have to say Putintseva has made the most of Haddad's difficulty in movement.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really unsettled her. Is there a buzzing noise that's why they're stopping?
Yeah, there may be
from the microphone.
There may be the buzzing. Yeah.
The microphone looks a little sad there.
Yeah, I think there's some interference on. Is it the umpire's mic?
Yep.
He's offering both players a chance to hold on until the problem's fixed.
If it stops, we can continue playing. Okay.
The match will continue. Putintseva 3 points away from victory.
Let's replay the point. Ladies and gentlemen, this high-pitched sound is distracting for the players, therefore we will replay the point.
Pardon? If it's distracting, yeah, of course.
No, but how can, if we start the point like this, we cannot continue. Yeah, no, I said if the point is fine.
I mean, I think the reason that the point has to be replayed was that Haddad Maia stopped. Before the ball had been served,
yeah,
she stopped.
She was in the right. Maia did nothing wrong.
Love. 30-15.
Well, the volume from Haddad Maia was turned up then. After 2 hours and 53 minutes of play, Yulia Putintseva, 105 in the world,
Thank you.
has 2 match points.
Game to the match, Putintseva by 2 sets to 1. 3-6, 7-5, 6-3.
Well, you can't say it's the most beautiful match ever, but you have to say that Putintseva worked her way into it. Yes, not sure about that celebration, but
No.
doesn't necessarily win her many friends, but yeah, she got one more break in the match than Haddad Maia.
Well, who would have thought that Putintseva would have 3 aces and just 1 for Haddad Maia? First serve percentage were slightly more for Putintseva, and the same with the first serve percentage 1. Or double faults sort of really hurt Haddad Maia.
What we don't have on those stats is the winners and unforced errors, and unforced errors for Haddad Maia 45 and winners 41. That's big. Obviously she was going for it.
Yeah, I always felt like Haddad Maia was always struggling to get over to win this match. And as we talked about at the start, I think in the end it was just the lack of matches coming into the Australian Open for Haddad Maia.
Well, it's a good win for Putintseva.